Hello students, in previous session we have studied topology and types of topology. So today we are going to study the advantages and disadvantages of each types of topologies. So first type of topology is mesh topology. Now let us see what are the advantages and disadvantages of mesh topology. So first advantage of mesh topology is the use of dedicated links guarantees that each connection can carry its own data load. Means as you can see in mesh topology, each station have separate path to other station. So whenever it want to send data, it can send using that separate path. So there is no data traffic. Data traffic means there is one station can send data to another station through separate link or way. At the same time, other stations can also perform data transmission without any data traffic. And second advantage is a mesh topology is robust. If one link becomes unusable, it does not affect the entire system. Means what? If this particular link gets failed, then it don't affect other links. If anything happens to this particular link or connection, then only that link gets fault. Other links still working. Then third advantage is mesh topology compared to other topologies, it is more private and secure. It is means data transmission in mesh topology is more secure. And finally, point-to-point links make easy fault identification and fault isolation. Means if any error is there in any cable, it is easily identified. Now come to disadvantages of mesh topology. Installation and reconnection of new stations are difficult. Means what? In this mesh topology, if we want to add a sixth station, then it is not easy. Why? Because whenever you want to add some new station, you have to connect that new station to all already existing stations. So it may not be easy, means it may be difficult. Then another disadvantage is it is more expensive due to higher cabling cost. So as you can see, to connect any system to the network, we need so many cables here. So it is more expensive compared to other topologies. Then come to next type of topology, that is star topology. So advantages of star topology are a star topology is less expensive than a mesh topology because it needs far less cables compared to mesh topology. So here to add any station, means any new station, we need only one extra cable to connect that new station to hub. We don't need so many cables as like mesh topology. The next advantage is in a star topology, it is easy to install and reconfigure new stations. It is easy to install new stations because whenever we want to add new station, only the thing is just connect that new station to the hub. So indirectly it will get connected to other stations. Not necessary to connect that new station to other stations directly. Only the thing is connect it with hub. Then another advantage is if one link fails, only that link is affected. All other links remain active. Means what? If anything happens to this any particular link, if anything happens to one particular link, then only that link gets failed and remaining 3 links will be working, means that those links will be active. Then last advantage of star topology is easy fault identification and fault isolation. So as like mesh topology, in star topology also error can be identified very easily, and errors in cables can also be recovered easily, means fault isolation. Then disadvantages of star topology. So one big disadvantage of a star topology is if the hub goes down, the whole system is dead. Means anything happens to this particular central controller called as hub, then remaining all stations will stop working, because all other stations are completely depending on that hub. So if anything happens to hub, then remaining stations also get down. Then second disadvantage is, although a star topology requires far less cables than a mesh topology, each node must be linked to a central hub. Yes, we agree that star topology requires less cables than mesh topology, but whenever a new device is added, we should not forget that that device must be connected to hub, then only it gets working. Then come to next type, that is ring topology. So advantages of ring topology are, a ring is a relatively easy to install and configure, and fault identification and isolation is also simplified. So now this is ring topology. So in this topology, if you want to add a new system, then it is easy. Only the thing is, whichever new system you want to add, just add it to ring, means just connect it to its previous and next station. So adding of new station is over. So that is why advantage is, it is easy to install and reconfigure. And here also fault identification and fault recovery is easy. Then disadvantages are, unidirectional traffic can be a disadvantage. So what is mean by unidirectional traffic? So again, whenever we are transmitting a data from one station to another station, the data cable is used to transmit. So at the same time, if another system is transmitting, then it increases the data traffic, because we can transmit data in only one direction. We can't transmit two direction data here. So it will be the disadvantage, that is unidirectional traffic. Then another disadvantage is, in a simple ring, a break in the ring can disable the entire network. Break in the ring means what? As you can see, all stations are connected in a ring structure. So if anything happens to that ring, then connection between all other stations will be broken. So all other stations can't transmit their data if any particular ring is broken. Then come to next type, that is bus topology. So what are the advantages of bus topology then? So first advantage is, cabling cost is less, and second advantage is easy installation. So why cabling cost is less? As you can see on screen, in bus topology, if you want to add a new station, then only the cable we need is of short length, because that station can be connected to main cable and it will be indirectly connected with other stations. So not necessary to connect that new station to other station. So cable required is less, and easy installation it is. So easy installation means, if you connect that new station to main cable, then work is over. Not necessary to do any other connections here. Then disadvantages of bus topology. So first disadvantage is difficult reconnection and fault isolation. So difficult reconnection means, if anything happens to already connected station, then it is difficult to reconnect that station to the main cable, because to reconnect again we have to puncture the main cable, and that puncturing may fails or may damage the entire main cable. So it is difficult to reconnect. And another disadvantage is fault isolation. So difficult to fault isolation because entire network works on main cable. So it is difficult to identify where the error or fault occurred. Then next disadvantage of bus topology. So next disadvantage is a fault or break in the bus cable stops all transmission, even between devices on the same side of the problem. So now if anything happens to main cable here, means bus cable we can call it as. So if any error occurred to that main cable, then all other stations that are connected to main cable stop working. So everything works on main cable. So if anything happens to main cable, then entire network fails. So this is the main disadvantage of bus topology. Thank you.